So this is the ultralight Qidian Pro backpack from 3FUL. 3FUL sent me this after my previous one failed quite dramatically. And I've been wearing this for about the last year. So if you're interested in getting a new ultralight backpack, stay tuned and I'll tell you how it's fared. So I've already done a review on this pack, not this actual one, but obviously my previous version that I had before it went down the pan. So I'll put a link in the description to go over the full details of that. And I also did a comparison with this and the Nature Hike Rock series. But essentially, the last pack that I had, the connectors here between the waist pad and the actual bag tore. So the bag became completely useless. So although I've already done a review on this, I'll just go over briefly the specifications in case you haven't seen it before and you don't want to click on the other video. So this is a frameless pack. They say it weighs 880 grams. On my scales it weighed 800 dead. It is made of UHMWPE material and a mixed nylon. As I say, it's frameless. It is a 56 litre pack. That is an internal 56 size. It has two extremely large side pockets. I've got a 2 litre bottle of water in here, alcohol, fuel. The other side I've got my pegs and my tripod that you're sitting on right now. The front of the pack has a very large stretchy kangaroo pocket. I have added these lines here, they do come with it, so I've put these elastic cords, stringed them across, there's loops for it, just to give it a bit extra storage. Sometimes I put a wet jacket on there to let it dry out when I'm walking, but I've got my light AF mat on there at the moment. But again, big kangaroo pouch, so you can get tons and tons of stuff in there. The hip belt pockets, obviously one on each side. I fit tons of stuff in here. It will fit a large phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy Ultra, which is one of the biggest ones you can get. It fits in there along with tons of other stuff. I've had my GoPro in there. I've had a little JB tripod in there. I've got snacks, I've got lighters, bits and pieces, you name it. The only thing that is not on here, or is on here that is not standard, is I've added a 3FUL gear water bottle holder, pouch, whatever you want to call it, but it fits a 600ml bottle in there quite easily, but you could use it for your phone or other bits and pieces, glasses or what have you. As I said before, it is frameless, so they have this webbing system across the back here and a pouch at the bottom, so you can put a foam pad in the back here. So if you have a sleep pad, like one of the Z-Lite for example, you can slide that in, strap it through these loops, tighten it down so it locks in there, and that gives you protection from whatever's in the bag and makes it a bit more comfortable. These aren't the best bags in the world for ventilation, so you are going to get a sweaty back, but I've got a bag that is has got an arch in it with a mesh vent. I still get a sweaty back, so it doesn't make much difference to me. I actually put my table inside here, so I've got my ultralight table. That sits in between my pack liner and the outside of the bag, and that just gives me a nice flat surface against my back. Works perfectly well, but you can do whatever you like. There's a handle here to lift it up with. The shoulder pads are really, really nice, contoured. I have no problems with these. You've got an adjustable sternum strap, if I can find it. So you've got an adjustable sternum strap on here. This is limited as to where it can go with mine because I've got the bottle holder strapped around it. So if you haven't got that there, it will slide up and down. And the load lifters at the top, these are very handy. They're ridiculously long. Do you need to have, what, probably 15 inches of spare cordage? If it's undone completely, you're never going to wear it flat like that. It's always going to be there at least. It's a ridiculous amount. I just tuck them inside the strap because otherwise, if it's windy, you just get whipped in the face constantly. So it has a roll top enclosure, and you can either clip this together, or there are straps on the side here which you can clip it to as well, and then cinch it down nice and tight. Both sides you've got two cinch buckles, so you can tighten the load up or strap in whatever you've got in these side pockets to keep them nice and safe. I added two little bungee cords, top and bottom, just so I can put my trekking poles on there. As I say, it's got the bungee cord on the back that came with it that I've put on the back here, and then you've also got a bungee cord elasticated top, so this will tighten up so nothing falls out of the bag, the pouch that's in the front there. So going into this, if I unclip it, the pack weight they say on here is up to 14 kilos. I'm probably at about 12 at the moment. I average between 10 and 12. And I've got 2 litres of water and all my gear in here. It's always been comfortable. I have had it heavier than that at 16. It's not been a problem. So yeah, I think 14 is a conservative figure. But obviously you don't want to overload it too much. It is a frameless pack. But you know, this, as you can see, the top pouch extends right up here. So you could put more in here and then just give it a couple of twists and then lock it down. So there's still a load more space in there. I've got 2 different cook kits in there, plus all my gear for an overnight camp, and I always take too much. I won't go inside it, but inside this thing, it is bereft of anything. There is no you know, bladder pouches or anything like that. There is a little bag that hangs down, a little zip bag, which is handy. I put little things in there, I put spare guy lines and bits and pieces like that for emergencies. So there is a little packet in there. Other than that, there's nothing in there at all. It's just an empty bag, and that's it. Now, as I said, the last pack failed on me. Luckily, you know, it didn't completely come apart. I just noticed the tear after a camp. But if that strap, the waist strap, had completely tore off, and I was halfway for a hike with a load of gear on my back, that would have been an absolute nightmare. So they have taken on board the issues that they were with this original pack, and they have reinforced that area. They've also changed the design on the pouch where your sleep pad goes, and a few other little tweaks here and there. Essentially, they've just strengthened the bag and made it more user-friendly. I have used this almost weekly for 12 months now, and it's exactly 12 months today that I posted on Facebook that I got a new bag to replace the other Qidian Pro, and I'll be testing it out. So I can honestly say, hand on heart, I have used this constantly. There hasn't been one time, I don't think. No, there hasn't. I've used it on every single camp. So this bag has come in every single camp. It has no damage. I went with white because I had the khaki version before, and I thought, let's have something a little bit different. And I thought it was going to look horrific by the time I finished with it. But it's spotlessly clean. You know, I've been through woodlands, rain, bush, scrub, through, you know, across Dartmoor. The bag's been chucked about, left in the vestibule, getting soaked and drenched. It's performed really, really well. There is 0 damage on it at all. There are no rips, no tears. The material is solid. It is not waterproof. The material in theory is waterproof, but they don't seem seal bags, so it's not going to be a waterproof bag. So I put a pack liner inside here. All my dry gear goes in there. The bag can get as wet as it likes, and I don't really care about it. But it has performed extremely well. Now this bag, say it's a 56 litre bag plus the external pocket, so it probably brings up to around 60-65 litres. It fits more than enough for what I need to get into a pack, and that's including winter. So winter use with big pad, big warm sleep system, big tent. You know, my Phil Raven fits in there. The only one gripe I've got, I think, is the strap that goes over the top of the bag is a single strap. So there has been occasions where I've packed up and I didn't want to put my soaking wet tent, even though it's in a bag, because with the compression of the bag, it pushes the water through. I've not wanted to put it inside the pack. Not that it's going to cause a problem, but it's just easier to strap it across the top. When you've only got one strap going across it, you know, when you cinch it down even really, really tight, it will always, as you're walking, start to work out of that strap. So ideally, I'd like to have seen 2 straps going across it. I may change and add another strap to it, but that's probably my only real critique of this bag. It's been faultless. So for about, I think they're about £56, £60, they're really not expensive. You know, when I see packs that are similar specifications to this, similar sort of material, similar weight, and they're classified as, you know, in the ultralight market, that these are the bags that professionals should get, and they're £280 and £300, and I think to myself, okay, I've no doubt they're probably made slightly better. They might be a bit better quality. Are they £200 and odd worth of more quality, or is this going to suit 99% of the people who use it? So my own thoughts on this bag, I really, really like it. I still like my Nature Hike Rock. It's a bit heavier, so this is 800 grams, that's 1.2 kilos, but it's framed. I like them both. They're both comfortable. I don't have any problems with either of them. So, you know, if you're looking for a sub-kilo or 800 gram ultralight frameless pack that isn't going to break the bank, take a look at the Qidian Pro. I honestly do recommend it. I have no problems with it. and it has been really, really good. And that's after a full year of use. So this isn't an opening and unboxing and saying how wonderful it is. Yes, it was sent to me for free, but I'm always going to give an unbiased review of how I think it is. And the review I did last time said it failed. If it fails, I'm going to say that. It hasn't. It's performed really, really well. So I'll put a link in the description below as to where you can get this. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not paid for it. I don't earn commission. It's just my thoughts. I got the bag for free, but that's it. I do recommend it. Honestly, it's done really well. It's performed really, really well. It's had no problems at all. Now they've resolved those issues, it's a good bag. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, as always, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.